Hi everyone, my name is Miss Dead Bird Lady, and today I will be ranking Darkest Dungeon 2 heroes based off of how much I would trust them to help me give birth. This is a really big deviation from my normal content on Instagram, but I wanted to test the waters in the most practical way possible by jumping right in with a birth hypothetical. Just to be clear, I am thankfully not pregnant, and I don't plan on getting pregnant anytime soon. There will be story spoilers for all of these heroes down below, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, let's get into it by defining our boundaries. At the very top, we have on the floor, crowning. And what this means is that if I put someone here, I will be pushing and pulling and doing everything in my power to make sure that God's miracle is delivered right there in front of them, because I think that this person would be a very valuable asset when birthing my child. And then at the very bottom, we have the growth recedes, and this means that I will be sucking them back in, similar to how the general does with his vines. I do not want this person anywhere near the birth of my child, and I will be taking measures to ensure that they stay away. Alright, so first up we have Crusader, and I think that while he would rally and inspire me while I'm pushing this child, I don't think he'd be very good emotional support. I don't know, he just seems a little bit unavailable considering he left his child and his wife at the end, I think. And I feel like childbirth would just throw him off, maybe bring back some bad memories. I don't know how to describe this, but he kind of gives me frat boy vibes. Sometimes military does that, and I know he's a crusader and not military, but I don't know. I'm putting him down here. I don't think I want him near the birth of my child. Next up, we have Duelist. I feel like she would be a little bit pushy during the birth. I feel like she would be giving me direction upon direction as to how to have this child. She also would jump around a lot, hitting me with her little, what is that little fencing sword called? Whatever that is, over and over again. So I'm just gonna put her at C, only because she's a woman. So she has a basic understanding of how that body body part works, kind of, maybe. Yeah. With leopard, and this is not leopard, this is flagellant. With flagellant, I don't know why I was confused the two. With flagellant, I'm also gonna put him at the growth receipts because he's literally toxic. He will melt my baby in front of me if he's anywhere near it. Also, I just don't trust him to hold anything. He couldn't bring me a towel, he couldn't get me water. He just fuck up all of it, I think. No offense to him, obviously. Next we have Grave Robber. Now Grave Robber, I feel like she'd be good because she won't be averse to all the ickies of giving birth, considering she's robbed her husband's grave. Also, she has a good bit of experience with poisons, and so maybe she'd also have a good amount of experience with antidotes and other medicinal remedies. So I'm comfortable putting her at A. Next up, we have Hellion, and I don't know if her name is Hellion or Helion, and I forgot to look it up before hitting record, so I'm going to call her Hellion. I'm putting her at the very, very top because I firmly believe that she would be an excellent birth supporter. I think that she would rally around me and really get all rowdy about it. Jumping around and screaming about how I am the best at giving birth, and I think that's what I would need in that moment. Also, if I recall correctly, she is part of a clan, so I feel like maybe she had some birthing experience from that and helping the woman there. And so yeah, I feel very comfortable putting her right there. Highwayman. Okay, so I think that he would not be good because he shot and killed a mother and a child and then carried their pictures around. So no, I'm putting him down here. But then I don't think Crusader belongs on this level, so maybe I move him up here. But then they don't belong on the level, so I have to move her up there. And I can always create another tier, but I think this is okay for now. Jester. Jester's really unstable. I feel like he went mad at the end. He might be able to play me a tune to ease my nerves or whatever, but still, I'm putting him in C. I don't think he's as bad as Flagellant or Dismiss, but definitely not birthing helper material, in my opinion. Okay, so next we have leper, and even though he's nobility, I feel like he would have no clue how childbirth works, but he'd be really supportive and like try his best to help out. I think like he might get in his own head a little bit about it, but he'd calm himself down. So I think I'm gonna put him in B above duelist just because I feel like he might be kinder. And that counts for a lot. So yeah, comfortable putting him here. And then I think I'm gonna put dismiss above flagellant just because I don't think melting my baby is better than shooting my baby. Yeah, that's a really weird comparison, but yeah, I think that's the logic I'm gonna use. Alright, Highwayman. I'm gonna put him all the way up here because I feel like he's just a great tank. He's great for stress healing. I think that, like, similarly during childbirth, even though he won't have any experience, he would be, like, very supportive, very, like, loudly enthusiastic about me giving birth, and, like, very calming, if that makes sense. Like, I know he'd be riling me up, but it'd be like a everything's gonna be okay sort of rile up rather than uh, it's happening sort of thing. Anyways, let's move on to occultist. I think I'm just gonna put him here because I don't know if I want this man near my children. I feel a little bit unsettled by people who do magic, and so it's a no for me. I'm not putting him in like the growth recedes because he does have that weird reconstruction thing. So maybe he'll be able to save me if I die, but or like I'm dying from my wounds, but I don't know. It's kind of like a 50-50 shot because if he low rolls or if I low roll, I'll just bleed out and that won't be fun. Anyways, next we have Plague Doctor, and I'll put her in A. I feel like I'm confident putting her in A because she has medicinal remedies. She will try her best to do whatever she can. I'm not putting her up here because I feel like she might get excited. She maybe has never seen a childbirth this up close and personal. Like maybe she's like witnessed one or like helped out a little bit, but like this would just be her and me. So like who knows what she'll do to me. I don't think it's gonna be anything bad, but I'm still a little bit suspicious, which is why I'll put her right here, just above Grave Robber. And I think that makes sense, and I think I'll do this too. Yeah. Okay, let's go into Bonnie. Bonnie's an orphan who lights things on fire, and I don't know too much about her, but I feel like she might have some resentment just being an orphan, so I'll put her in the growth recede. The growth recedes. Can I move her above dismiss? Okay. I just don't trust her. I've not really paid too much attention to her story. I don't use her too often, but again, I just don't trust her. And then we have Vestal. Vestal probably knows the woman her way around a woman's body, just given her backstory. Also she's a healer, so maybe she'll be more helpful. But yeah, that's my final ranking for her. I think that's it. I think we're good here.